We good? My name is Jess Peel, born and raised Dillon, South Carolina. Dillon, South Carolina is a small country kind of town. A Methodist church over here, there was a Catholic church over there, there was First Baptist over here. Church was big for us. You know, every Wednesday night we were there, Saturday night we were there, Sunday morning we were there, and then Sunday night we were there. Dillon was just that small South Carolina town. Camp Pine Hill in Bennettsville, South Carolina. That was like the real introduction, right, to Jesus, to the teachings of God. The fun part of it was like the first part of the week. The end of it was when Jesus was crucified, you know, dead and buried, you know, rose again. As far as my brother Jan, he worked out there with Coach Bull Lee. He's the reason why I don't wear hats inside of buildings. You can hear him. Hey, boy, took that hat off. Every time. He'd get me every time. I wish I would have taken more time to get to know him better. I was just so young. That man sitting with Jesus, I guarantee you that was a good man. But Camp Pine Hill with Joby, it was more kind of influential at the fact that he was my brother's friend. If anybody ever said Joby Martin, I'm like, man, that's my counselor. It's just, you know, that's an experience that I didn't think about for a long time until I started really kind of getting into trouble and started trying to figure out where Joby was, because I knew he had always, you know, stayed that path. From Camp Pine Hill to joining the Marine Corps, say 1998 to 2005, that was filled with me chasing women and drinking. I enjoyed it for maybe the first 2 or 3 beers, and then after that, I wanted to black out. I was a ticking time bomb. Things got bad. First time in 10 years or so, saw a friend of mine. He was like, Jess, you know, what are you doing these days? And I didn't really break it down the whole story. And he was like, well, I got a book I just read, somebody turned me on to. I was like, but if you think I need to read it, I'll go get it and I'll go read it. So I went to Barnes & Noble's. No, it was Books A Million. And I saw Joby Martin. I saw his book. The tomb was empty. And I grabbed it. I read the first chapter, not knowing that I was going to turn into a snot bubble crying mess. But at the end of it, the salvation prayer, where I felt like he was talking to me. It felt like he was talking just to me. And I said that prayer, and I meant it. Finally, after 38 years, it felt real to me. It felt like there was a dude that came here for me and that died for me. I would call it my surrender moment. And at the end of that prayer, there was an email address, and I sent him an email. When I got an email response from him, and obviously he was excited. So good to hear from you. How's your family? And then he was like, you need to think about coming to get baptized. I came over here and got baptized. I know that Christ is my Father, Christ is my Lord, and Christ is my King. I said something to Joby. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just try to move over here. And then it turned into, you know what? I am gonna move over here. I can't deny how it all happened or where my life is. The tomb is empty, then me sitting right here is possible. Just 10 years ago, it wasn't a possibility. Out of how many times I wished I didn't wake up. If the tomb is empty, me sitting right here is possible.